Hey, my name is Sam Sanders. I am the host of an NPR show called It's Been a Minute from NPR, and also a former Kroc Fellow.
Good morning. My name is Isabella. I was an NPR Kroc Fellow in 2019 through 2020. Now I work here full-time with Weekend Edition, and I'm coming to you from the office where we produce our weekend news podcast.
I first heard about the Kroc Fellowship through just Googling. I had decided in my mid-20s that I wanted to work in radio, and I wanted to work in public radio, and I respected NPR the most out of all the folks making radio. So I was just Googling and found the fellowship. And I spent my last semester of graduate school also interning at an NPR station in Boston called WBUR.
I always just really wanted to work at NPR, so my senior year of college, I spent a lot of time on the website looking at different opportunities, and the fellowship seems like one of the more exciting ones, so that's why I applied.
Let me say this, when I came into the Kroc Fellowship, I really didn't know how to be a journalist. And when I finished, I was a journalist. I got exposure and experience in just about every part of NPR. I worked for the website. I was a producer on the national news desk. I got to report for a member station in North Carolina. I also got to produce for one of the weekend news shows. So it was just top to bottom learning everything. How to operate the recording equipment, how to write a script for radio, how to talk on the radio, how to book guests for the radio, how to do research. All of those things I learned in the space of 1 year through 4 really interesting rotations at NPR and at a member station across the country. I can't speak highly enough about how much I learned in just 1 year of doing the Kroc Fellowship.
I really can't recommend this program highly enough. I think one of the biggest advantages is that it's a rotational program, so every 2 to 3 months you go to a new team. It just really gives you so many opportunities to learn so many different types of journalism that gets done within NPR, and also work with so many different people, connect with so many different people within the building. Everyone is just like super nurturing and super willing to take you under their wing and teach you how to do new things. I mean, it's a really incredible way to develop new skills and learn new things that you're passionate about.
I had 4 rotations during my time as a Kroc Fellow, and I was a Kroc Fellow from 2009 to 2010. I spent 3 months working for NPR's national news desk as a producer and reporter, helping make stories that were heard on NPR shows like All Things Considered and Morning Edition. I also spent 3 months as a producer for Weekend All Things Considered, so helping put that show together every weekend. I then spent 3 months working on NPR's website, npr.org, filing pieces for the website and doing some multimedia packages. And I spent 4 months also as a local station reporter at Oregon Public Broadcasting in Portland, Oregon. And there I learned to do everything from write and voice newscast spots to do my own feature and local stories. So over the course of that year, I got to do all of those things and learn a lot. And by the end of the year, I was able to say, yeah, I am a journalist who can do most of the things that happen in public radio. It was pretty awesome.
So, I will say as a fellow, you're basically a full-time member of the team that you're on, so you're doing the same type of work as everybody else. So my first rotation was with Goats and Soda, which is our digital global health blog. So I was writing and reporting global health and culture stories for our website. Then I went to Newscast for a couple of weeks, and that led into doing some radio reporting on the national desk, which was brand new to me. So going out in the field, interviewing people, actually reporting stories that you would hear on our shows on air. And I also did a little bit of writing for NPR Music during that time, which was really fun. Then I was supposed to go to a member station, but the pandemic happened. So I ended up going back to Goats and Soda for a couple of months to help them with their pandemic coverage during that time. And then my last rotation was with Weekend Edition, learning how to produce radio and learning how to produce pieces for air. And I fell in love with it, so I am still here now. I really do think because you go to so many different teams and you get to develop such a wide range of skills, you really sharpen, your pitching, your reporting, your storytelling, your news judgment, your ability to work with audio. It's a really comprehensive way to get prepared for working in public media.
Before the Kroc Fellowship, I was someone who liked writing and who liked the news and who liked journalism, but didn't know how to do it. I had written some op-eds for my college newspaper, and towards the tail end of my time in graduate school, I had some light internship experience, but I really didn't know. And so coming into the Kroc Fellowship, it was a great way for someone like me to just learn really quickly, like within a crash course almost. In a few weeks at NPR, I was reporting my own stories during the Kroc Fellowship. And by the end of my year, I had done work in the public radio system all across the country. And I had the entire apparatus and organization of NPR kind of just there to help me figure it out. And what was great on top of all of that was that I got paid a very competitive wage while learning. I cannot recommend this fellowship enough.
I was only a digital writer, so I wrote for places like Teen Vogue. I had done an internship with CNN. I did a lot of freelancing my senior year of college for like Bustle and Noisy, She Shreds Magazine, Remezcla, like those types of digital websites. So I knew absolutely nothing about radio, and I did not think I was going to stick with radio. I thought I was going to be a writer forever. And then I fell in love with it throughout the program. So I think it's just a really great way to not only learn new things, but learn what you like and learn what you don't like and kind of take a big step in your career. So best of luck.